But I don't want to talk. I've told her about YouTube, but she doesn't really understand. So today, guys, I'm gonna talk you through a few things that I'd wish I had known before going to uni. I've got a little book here just to help me with notes and stuff. I'm going to be talking about friendships, freshers flu, like attendance, illnesses, like with going out and stuff, uni work compared to A levels, so like how hard it is, how different it is, and then wardrobe packing, saying yes to every opportunity or most opportunities that are given to you, societies, and budgeting. I'm going to start with friendship. So all I would say with this one is that you've just got to think that you're all in the same boat as freshers and you're all going to make friends. Like, you will make friends. There's not even a chance that you can't make friends or just meet people, in the sense that you're put into uni accommodation and you have to live with whoever you're put with. When I was placed in my accommodation, I was in a studio, which meant that I had a kitchen, a bathroom and a bedroom. Now that was probably the sort of worst accommodation that you could do. That's why in my previous videos I've recommended that you should go for, you know, a standard room where you share bathrooms, or an ensuite where you have your own bathroom but you share a kitchen and living area. Reason being is that the studio was quite isolating. Obviously you're not cooking your meals with friends. You have to invite them in to, you know, chat with you or sit in the hallway, because in studios you don't tend to have a living area. In my case at Exeter I didn't. With friendships, you will always make acquaintances or, you know, best friends or friends. One of my best friends, she's from my first year. She was in my first year accommodation and we are still best friends to this day. I would say that Freshers Week, there are a few people that you might meet that you're not going to be friends with, because you sort of, in Freshers Week, if you have the confidence, you put yourself out there and you just meet loads of different people, and then you can sort of get the gist of who you're going to vibe with. All I would say is that you will make friends. If you join societies, you're bound to create a friendship group or, you know, make a friend that is really like you click with. So I really wouldn't worry. I know I had this worry before I went. Are people going to like me? When am I going to make friends? How long is it going to take me to feel comfortable around people? I know they say drink isn't like the solution to all your problems, but if you do like to have a drink, sometimes you will come out of your shell a bit and you become more confident, and that's definitely what happens with me. So within Freshers Week, obviously you might be in that drinking sort of culture. I mean, throughout the whole year, if you're interested in drinking, that's what you will be around, and that actually really helped me sort of relax a bit and put myself out there, because I was myself. Like, when I am drinking, I am completely myself, maybe a little bit too much. I probably embarrass myself a lot, I say stupid things, I act weird, but at least they're getting to know your like true personality and you're not putting up a front, you know, to just make friends for the sake of it. I would definitely also say, in the sense of friendships, don't rely on just your housemates, try and branch out as well, because if your housemates join societies, or say they have, you know, someone they know at the university, they will also be going to hang out with those people and do things with them. So just make sure you don't stay in one bubble. Now, obviously, we're in a pandemic at the moment, so first year Freshers Week this September might be a little bit different to other Freshers Weeks, and I think some universities are actually telling people to stay in their own housemate social bubble. Like, you're not allowed to associate yourself with anyone else. But in the future, when all of this has sort of changed, like circumstances have changed, make sure that you have like a selection of people. Like, you don't have to have, you know, a bestie, but you can have like lots of different types of social groups. So like the people that you'd go out with, your course mates, people from your society where you have a similar interest. I have friends within all those different categories, and it's just really nice to have, you know, a handful of friends that you can do different things with. So the next thing is like going out and stuff. I got freshers flu. They call it freshers flu, it's just the flu, it's just a really bad cold basically, but that is because you go out for how many days in a row and then you feel the aftermath. And unlucky for me, my freshers flu turned into glandular fever, which meant that I had to go home for a week, or I don't think it was a week, might have been a little bit longer, but it was definitely at least a week. So I would really recommend that you take it easy. Obviously, you know, going out, having fun, that's what you want to do when you first get there because you want to meet these people, but just take care of your health. Another thing that obviously doesn't help if you get freshers flu, or if you overdo it in the sense, is that your attendance will go down straight away before you've even started, you know, progressing in your uni, like lifestyle, your uni degree in general. So my attendance was pretty bad at the start of the year because I just kept getting sick because I was overdoing it. I was having too much fun in a sense and not enough working for my degree and putting that first. So I really would say don't overdo it. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is just how there's a slight jump with uni work and A-levels. The knowledge you're actually learning in my course, it wasn't harder, but it was the way you had to put your answers across in essays. Essays are very different at uni, and I'm guessing they are like this at most unis, but like you have to have sources and support your answers. It's not just point, evidence, explain. You have to include secondary sources, a lot of secondary sources, to be able to make your work credible. I wish I'd known that there was a little bit more of a jump, and I wish I'd done a bit more research on my course and maybe done a few readings for my first modules before I actually started, because that would have really helped and I would have been ahead of myself. Next thing is packing. So I basically packed up my whole bedroom, and you do not want to do that. I completely took my whole wardrobe and I wore a third of it. I literally would wear the same jeans or the same skirts every single week. I did sort of branch out on the tops, although saying that, I literally will wear a lace bodysuit on nearly every night out, if you know me. Definitely only take the things that you absolutely love to wear. Don't like look in your drawer and think, I'll probably wear that, because you won't. Another thing with packing, when you are sorting out what clothes you want to bring, with Exeter Uni specifically, you're on like a hill and it's just like that all over the city, and literally every student, not every student but most students, they wear leggings and gym active wear every single day, and then when they go out, that's when they change into nice gear, nice clothes. You can wear maybe a baggy jumper, but don't wear anything tight, because if you get sweaty like me, it's not exactly very pleasant walking around for hours and hours around the campus or around town afterwards being all sweaty. The final thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was budgeting. So I spent my whole overdraft. I won't say how much, but if you're going into uni, you'll probably know how much I'm going to talk about. I spent the whole overdraft, like not before you can increase it, but once you've done that. I spent the whole thing in first year and I still haven't paid it back. Luckily, I'm supported by my family, and my maintenance loan is able to cover my expenses. But if you say don't get support from your family, or your loan is quite a small loan, just be careful with your overdraft. You want that money for the just in case, and I don't have that. So if there was an emergency and say I wasn't getting support, I probably would not be able to live at uni. I wouldn't have the overdraft on the back burner for the just in case. And budgeting in general, like say you go into town, you just got to think twice. Like, I've sort of watched a few videos recently where people have said, like, if you can't buy it 3 times, then don't buy it. You probably could buy it 3 times, but you know, there's more important things to actually put first. So like food budgeting, you know, drink cost. I mean, drink is very expensive depending on what you drink. And if you are a drinker, then obviously you want to put that in consideration, or just drink less and then you won't spend as much. Things like when you go into town, you see a nice top, or you need a reboot on a mascara when you've already got a spare one in the drawer. Use the spare one, don't get a new one. I still have to tell myself this like all the time because I am a shopaholic. At uni, it's really important to make sure that you're not overspending on unnecessary things. For example, second year, I probably wasn't great at budgeting either. I would have Deliveroos every week. Me and my boyfriend would have date night and we would get a takeaway when I could cook for both of us at home. Also, like for societies, you have like dress ups each week and there's a new theme, and I always thought, oh, I really want to go full out this week, so I'd order like a full outfit online. Not necessarily fancy dress, but like say a bodysuit or a skirt or something that went with the theme, when I could have actually used stuff out my wardrobe and maybe not looked as nice, but at least I was saving money, if you get that, because that does add up. Like if you do that every week, it definitely adds up. But yes, I really hope this was helpful for some of you guys. I definitely watched these types of videos before I went to uni, so I hope that, you know, this does help you with things that you want to know before you go. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!